Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on beautiful planet Earth. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. Yeah, we're almost through September here, and wow. It's been one hell of a time. So, I'm currently watching a 2-hour presentation called A Psychopath and a Sociopath. They're discussing borderline personality disorders, psychopathy, antisocial behavior, and the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath. I want you to help me, and in turn we can help each other. The sun is going down, it's almost 6 o'clock, but I don't believe I have any major disorders. I believe that I'm an empathetic, caring, kind individual. But when dealing with people in our lives, you may come across people with antisocial behaviors, and it's difficult to say the least. I want you to leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know if you've dealt with these types of individuals in your lives and what you did to either help your relationship, distance yourself, disengage, and say no at times. I'm gonna walk the track here for a little bit and shoot the shit with all of you. Again, I wish you health, wealth, peace, and prosperity. I've been dealing with my own issues as of late, and with every long-term setback, I try to reward myself through short-term goal setting, just like walking around this track, having a good routine, eating healthy, getting control of the chaos, trying to control everything. Maybe it's a situation of caring a little too much at times, but you can't control what other people do. You just have to have confidence in yourself that you can be held accountable, take responsibility, express forgiveness. In my own life, I've done some things that I'm completely ashamed of. I express remorse for them, and I've tried to correct course in order to limit the amount of pain, not only on myself, but on others around me. And I think it's a good exercise to practice responding instead of reacting all the time. So when somebody's asking something of you, try to limit the reactionary response and logically think of what's being said and then respond accordingly. Because when we're stuck alone, too often we're thought that we're perpetuating a problem that really has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the situation. And yeah, I don't want to get too psychologically analytical. I'm no therapist, counselor, or psychologist. But I'm just going to slow down a little bit and do my best to not be a complete narcissist. So by sharing dialogue with you, I hope this will help not only me, but you as well. That it's okay to feel lost, alone, powerless, disenfranchised, whatever the negative term may be. But let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive. Life is awesome. There's lots of talented, exciting people out there. And it's been a wacky world. Let's keep each other out of the loony bin, prison, or reacting negatively. It's a matter of remaining present of mind and working through problems to find some sort of resolve. I'm not going to get too much into it, but this sort of dialogue will hopefully benefit you to remain present of mind, express mindfulness, to not react when faced with adverse situations. And let's face it, nobody likes a bully or a sociopath. You don't need to beat the guy up in the bar because he spilled a beer on your shoes. And you certainly don't need to get a kill count of 3 or more people and become a serial killer. Let's help people. Let's help me, help you, and the old lady in the shoe. Yeah, it all sounds silly, I know. But these are things in my life that I've been trapped in my damn head so much that just having some dialogue with all you wonderful people out there has given me a little bit of purpose and meaning. The leaves on the trees are changing. Fall is here. Look at how pretty that is. Before we know it, it's gonna be snowing. And I'll be walking around in a camouflage snowsuit looking like a complete idiot. Clouds are beautiful. Just got dark. Oh wait, that's because I'm wearing sunglasses. No, the sun fell behind some clouds. And I'm trying to stay off the path because the crunching kind of sounds like I'm eating chips or something. That's one lap. I'm gonna go for 6. Work up a little bit of a sweat. What's been happening? Movies have been absolutely garbage lately. I watched the Clint Eastwood movie, Cry Macho. And I thought it was going to be 2.5 hours of a guy ordering nachos at a Mexican restaurant. Turns out it was just that. I don't know. I know this is getting a little mundane, walking around in circles talking about nonsense, but I also watched M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's new movie called Old. It's about a family trapped on a beach that is a geological anomaly that speeds up the aging process. It was good. I mean, the copy I watched wasn't very good, but I'd recommend it to anybody out there. I like that one actor, Gael, from Mozart. What was it called? It was an Amazon Prime show called Mozart in the Jungle or something. I don't know. chemtrails are out. Some atmosphere injection. Upper atmosphere injection. There's a puppy dog. Sure is growing. I see this lady out here every day walking her dog. Good for her. Right now, people are lacking that human connection, but showing that you can take care of any living soul, whether it be fish, dog, bird, kitty, cat. Gives you a little bit of purpose and meaning. Well, I think that's lap 2. On to 3 now. Well, I'm gonna keep doing the hard work here. And hopefully something good will come out of this. Just when you think you're finished with something, you get an email or a phone call that drags you right back in. And I just want you all to stay sane. I know the world has been a pretty crazy place lately. War starting, war ending. Substance abuse issues. I've been maintaining sobriety for almost 2 years now. And man, do I miss it. Get back to the days where you never paid any attention to falling off the wagon. On the wagon, off the wagon. I don't know. Either way, I know a wagon is involved. How's this selfie stick working? Get a full extension. I wore my sweet Oakley glasses that I found I can't actually afford a pair of Oakley glasses. Yeah, overall, my best friend had a beautiful baby boy, healthy and happy. I want to wish Garrett all the best for his growing family. I turn on Instagram and it's just like a bunch of old friends with kids passed out in cars, hanging out in the hot tubs, cradling newborns. And I gotta say, I'm pretty envious of it. I mean, 'tis life. It goes on. I don't know if I will get the opportunity to have a family of my own, but it's the small things in life. and trying to reconcile with past relationships that have come and gone. Picked up, I don't know if I would call him my stepson at this point, but picked up the kid from school. We do a community run to raise money for cancer care here in Canada called the Terry Fox Run. Years ago, a gentleman had lost his leg and attempted to run across Canada. When I was a kid, I thought he had actually made it from coast to coast, but he died somewhere along the line. And to honor his valiant effort, the kids in Canadian schools usually run a small marathon called the Terry Fox Run. They bring a toonie for Terry. But yeah, the kid supposedly beat out 500 other kids, turned it into a race, and came in first place. So, congratulations to him on a valiant effort. I'm sure Terry himself would be very proud. But yeah, I love this time of year when the leaves are turning. All the birds start getting ready to fly down south for the winter. But we're having a beautiful late summer, so let's enjoy it while it lasts. Lately I've been doing a bunch of exercise at home. I started using the trainer again, cycling indoors, doing like an hour at a time just to work up a sweat. I'll have to show all you wonderful people my workout routine one day soon. It usually involves cycling, lifting some weights, and doing some twists with like a 10 or 15 pound bar for working your core. I mean, I spent a year and a half eating chips and chocolate every night, filling up on Oreo cookies. Which wasn't the best idea. It's almost been like 5 years since I fanatically worked out, setting a bunch of useless goals. Kind of forgot that it wasn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And enjoy the travel. It's not the destination, it's the travel. Stare out that window, put on Iggy Pop Passenger, and watch the beautiful world turn. sorry I haven't been making many videos. I had been writing a lot of comedy, stupid ass jokes, but I kind of fell off. Life has gotten a little busy here. Turns out making sourdough bread is a lot harder than what people show you on YouTube. I mean, if you're a professional bread maker and know exactly what to do, I bet it's a little easier, but you gotta get your timing right, get the dough to rise, not add too much flour. Been making old world flatbread instead of these beautifully puffed up balls of dough. I'll get it. When the world collapses, I'll become a community baker. Something about baking a cake as fast as you can. What is this, number 4? Uh-oh, we're on number 4. Gotta remember to keep track. Well, I'm gonna do a few more times around the track. I'm gonna listen to this YouTube video on narcissists and sociopaths to remain aware and try not to be too manipulative. I mean, I can't help but think that everybody's got a bit of a borderline personality disorder, because most people have personalities. So it's like the human condition probably falls on a spectrum, and depending how aware you are of your own inadequacies or deficiencies, kind of interesting take on it was antisocial behavior isn't staying away from people, but it's being manipulative or deceiving, not having any remorse or empathy towards others. It's not just generally staying away from people. It gives you an antisocial personality disorder. But with time and dialogue, long-term therapy, it can help a person who lacks the awareness that they may be manipulative or deceiving towards others. Gain some insight and allow them to get a diagnosis to seek help. As of late, I've been speaking with a counselor who's really helped me come to terms, and it's been a really productive situation where at all costs I would have not wanted to seek help from a professional, and generally It's helped me better understand my point of view on past situations, accept responsibility, and move past them instead of dwelling on the past that you are unable to change. Express forgiveness for yourself and towards others that mistakes are made, and be the best person you can possibly be. I feel now that there is a sense of calm, even though we're not out of the pandemic fully. People are coming to terms with their role or position in society, and instead of sitting back and watching people fail and go to dark places, be of value to others. As the world turns, stop and lend a helping hand. Reach out to a friend or family member, even a stranger, because we live in these complex systems that we call communities, and instead of getting sucked into these left-right paradigms that everybody's unable to relate to each other, or they hold different views or opinions on life, doesn't mean that you need to completely disengage from them. By understanding each other's differences and focusing on how similar people are, you may come to a better understanding to coexist with each other. I don't want to live in a world where everybody thinks the same, dresses the same, or has to get one of the 3 government-issued haircuts. What is it? I'm on 5 now? This is my 5th loop. One more and I'm done. Before I know it, it's going to be nighttime. I'll be up baking bread at 1:38 in the morning. I don't know, there's nothing better than sleeping 12 hours, but you gotta get up and face the day. Take on the challenges that present themselves and gain some sort of sense of accomplishment. I've been getting way too sucked into looking at shitty Instagram pictures. I mean, it's not reading a book, but gives you a good scope of some falsified reality hidden behind filters and unnatural fluorescent lighting. Look at how pretty. Before we know it, everything's gonna turn orange and slowly fall to the ground. wrote a joke the other day. Here, we'll do a minute of comedy for you. Hey, how you doing? So I took a girl out to the club the other day, and there was black lights everywhere. Looked like she had eaten a plate of ribs. I didn't have the heart to tell her. I didn't have the balls to tell her either, because they were emptied all over her face. Whoa! And that's been your minute of comedy. Terrible joke. I was wondering if you've heard of that new Star Wars movie that they're coming out with. It's called Paul Blart, Darth Mall Cop. It seems to me like Hollywood is really running out of ideas. But I'm looking forward to seeing the new Kevin James movie. Yeah, I know, it's not the best, but I tried. I cried. Someone died. So poetic. Oh, this nice Mustang. I like that. I think it's a Mustang. Every Sunday, all these car enthusiasts bring their vehicles out, and the streets end up looking like the 1970s with Chevy Novas, Barracudas, and all sorts of beautiful old nostalgic vehicles, you know, the type you would pull up to a diner, get your girl a milkshake and a burger. If that was ever a thing. It's before my time. Who knows? In the news, 2 Canadians who were arrested for espionage in China have been released and have landed safely back at home. I think it's in regards to the executive for Huawei cell phone's daughter being arrested and possibly facing extradition to the United States. They've given her a conditional release, and the U.S. is going to drop the extradition order, which is nice to see. People not being used as political pawns, which could ease tensions amongst countries, opening up the possibility of trade again, and it goes to show you diplomacy works. If you're cordial with each other, treat others with respect and kindness, you're more likely to get a favorable result opposed from being incommunicado, disengaging, and having a breakdown of relations. It smells like somebody's burning some weed somewhere. But maybe that's just the air in Canada. Everybody smokes dope nowadays. Sigh. Those are sighs of relief. Okay, here's number 6. Last one. Fork in the road. Oh, fork in the road. Go home and make some chicken or something tonight. God, this has been a boring discussion. I'm gonna end it here. But not before I give you my hot take on Elon Musk and Grimes separating. That poor child. A1689121416EX SF 625, whatever the child's name is. I wish your parents can come to some sort of reconciliation. I can't help but think Grimes got too drunk at the Met Gala, started swinging that sword around. If you haven't seen the pictures. Yeah, it's been rocky, to say the least. Everybody experiences some sort of turmoil or trauma in their life, and can only hope for the best. Keep doing what you guys are doing out there. Stay positive. I can take these goofy glasses off. Wait, let's do it again. You can see my eyes. No big surprise. Sorry if these videos are a little rocky. Maybe I need some like camera stabilizer to hold it up. Well, anyway, for all you football fans out there, enjoy your games tomorrow. Win lots of money. I don't condone gambling. Best part about gambling is losing. Makes you want to get back and do it again. That's how I know I'm a gamblaholic. I don't like the wins, I like the losses. It means that you can get back and fight again one day. You don't piss anybody off by losing. It just means somebody gets rich off of you. What else? What can I tell y'all? I know these aren't like the regular short videos, silly crap that I used to make. But like I say, you're helping me. I hope I can help you a little. Not fall into the same trap. Make endless mistakes and try to talk your way out of them. I never considered myself much of a liar or a very deceptive person, but at times I had to be a real cunning, dirty piece of shit. And instead of having that negative self-talk, I'm trying to accept my self and be accountable, acknowledge past mistakes, and take responsibility on making them better. I hope you all do the same. This has been another episode of the Unshaved and Shaved video blog, a vlog, talk show / podcast, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know how many more of these outdoors I'm gonna get in, but I'll add a few pics along the way. Maybe I'll do some editing on this one. Get your Halloween costumes ready, because the best day of the year is coming up. Select some horror movies, slasher flicks or something. Get your Gremlins DVDs out of the cabinet. Scare the pants off your kids, how something so cute and furry and cuddly could become an oozing green little monster. And tonight I'm going to do one extra loop, I think, and this is me signing off. Stay happy, be safe and healthy, love one another, trust each other, and forgive. They say
most often see are substance use disorders. Interestingly, we might actually see depression, but it's probably woefully underdiagnosed because they'll probably present more as irritability.
Yeah.
What we call impulse control disorders, but the impulse control might be like they lash out at people, road rage, intermittent explosive disorder, but we may not diagnose both because it's likely that their rage and stuff is subsumed under the antisocial personality disorder. But really the most common comorbid diagnosis is going to be substance use.
Are there different forms of antisocial personality disorder?
You know, in the diagnostic manual, there's antisocial personality disorder, and it doesn't have different kinds of descriptors, if you will. In my research, we've actually sometimes split them out by people who report having remorse versus those who don't. So it's not really differentiated in that way. In fact, the research on psychopathy actually takes the time to distinguish between psychopathy and sociopathy, or between primary and secondary psychopathy. There's different ways you can slice and dice that pie, and a lot of it has to do with the forward-facing characteristics, how intelligent, well put together, articulate, smart, charming, glib, all that stuff we associate with success, and that precision. That's sort of different than what I call kind of like the sloppy bar fight, psychopathy or sociopathy.
Yes. Why, or rather, what would not be considered antisocial personality disorder, but often is? What type of behavior?
I would say that I mean, again, many people mistakenly have called narcissists as having antisocial personality disorder. But if indeed that narcissist is like, I can't believe I did this, I'm so sorry, and they're apologizing and they go do it again, that's probably more of the narcissism piece. Bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder could be mistakenly diagnosed as antisocial personality disorder because it's very possible that during a manic phase, a person's behavior may drift into the illegal. They may use a lot of drugs. They may solicit the services of prostitutes and behave very badly with them. They may gamble a lot of money and engage in illegal activity to get more money to gamble. So they may actually behave in a way that is risky and in violation of the law. So we'd have to be very, very careful to ensure that when there were these sorts of upticks of illegal behavior, that it occurred only during a manic episode. You got to remember, in antisocial personality, the behavior is consistent. It's not like 6 days a week they're a nice guy and only on day 7 do they go out and put their serial killer mask on. They tend to not work well in society. Even when they're charming and glib, they don't tend to have high quality, deep personal relationships.
Are people diagnosed with border or antisocial personality disorder when in fact they're bipolar?
They could be, but it's going to be, somebody should catch that.